Is healing necessary to manifest your SP or to manifest love in general? Hi guys, my name is Akshay and I am a manifestation coach. All my contact info is in the description. So somebody asked me this question and it's such a brilliant question. Is healing necessary to manifest your specific person? Okay, I'm going to answer this question in two parts and then I'm going to give you a conclusion. So effectively three parts. Okay, and this is a very important topic. Okay, it's a damn good question actually. Okay, and I feel that this is not addressed much in the manifestation community, so I want you to watch the video to the end to derive maximum benefit, okay, from this interaction that we are having right now. Is healing required to manifest your specific person? Depends on who is asking the question and what is the motive behind asking the question. Okay, what is the motive? Why are you asking the question? Is this question out of general intellectual curiosity, or are you asking this question because you're completely shattered, you're completely heartbroken, you are crying, okay, you miss your SP a lot, you feel very triggered by the events of the past, you feel almost an addictive, a compulsive attachment to the SP, and you're like, fuck, there is no way I can heal from this. So can I just manifest the SP instead? Are you asking this question from that state of desperation and anxiety? Okay, that I am totally shattered, I am broken, I can't heal. Only if SP comes back, then I will feel solace in my heart. So can I just skip the healing part and go directly to the SP manifestation? Where does this question stem from? It stems from an attitude of powerlessness. You know what, that I'm totally heartbroken. I just need my SP, that the SP will come back and cure my anxiety, my insecurity, my heartbreak, my longing, my craving, my desperation, my doubts, my overthinking. Okay, that is where this question stems from. If you feel that only the SP has the power to cure you or to make you happy or to make you feel complete, then that is, I'm sorry, but that's just the wrong way to approach manifestation. Okay, because manifestation means you become attractive and attract the SP. Okay, it's called the law of attraction. Okay, it's not called the law of desperation, wherein you affirm desperately and then, you know, the SP comes. Even if you do, you know, desperate affirmations, you get some movement from the SP. Okay, you are still harboring that insecurity and fear within you, so it will get triggered the moment there is a slight hiccup in the interaction with the SP. So what will you do? You'll get afraid, you'll become afraid again, you'll cry, you'll get anxious again, you will affirm, okay, from that state of anxiety, because you haven't healed from that state of desperation, you haven't recovered from that state of anxiety, etc. So what will happen is the SP will, you know, if you do your robotic affirmation, saturation, whatever, right, you know, you don't address the state of anxiety, you're affirming from the state of anxiety, so you get movement. Okay, you get movement and then the SP does come back, but still you are afraid, you are anxious, you have not really assumed that the SP loves you. So chances are, it's, you know, there's a very high probability that since you've not addressed these emotional wounds, okay, that you'll get triggered again and the same pattern, hot and cold pattern, might repeat, or there might be radio silence from the SP, because you are affirming, but you're affirming from a state of desperation, okay, without having addressed the emotional wounds and the anxiety, and you haven't really healed. Okay, that is one. That's just the first part. Okay, don't jump to conclusions right now. Do not jump to conclusions. Like, really, this video, I'm just getting warmed up right now. Okay, so did you notice what is happening? You are anxious. You feel that your affirmations are very important, and if you don't affirm, you'll not get the SP. So you are affirming from a place of desperation, when actually an affirmation is supposed to make you feel good. You're doing the affirmation, my SP loves me, my SP worships me, my SP like fucking kisses the ground that I walk on, I am the SP's goddess, I am the SP's master, whatever, right? You are doing these affirmations. The SP shows up. The moment there is a hiccup, you get triggered again. Okay, and then what happens is, then the conversation goes bad, it goes down south, and then again you're left affirming. So you are in an affirming relationship with your SP, okay, wherein you just have to keep affirming the hell out of the relationship every day. My SP loves me, he always respectful, he even if the SP said something jokingly, because you are wounded, you got triggered, and you're like, my SP needs to be more respectful. You're always trying to manage the relationship. You're always trying to micromanage the relationship and change various facets of the SP and his behavior and his attitude. You're trying to control everything on the outside while affirming from a state of being wounded, heartbroken, and anxious. So you're trying to micromanage everything because you haven't really managed yourself. Okay. So that is why you have this incessant need of micromanaging everything, because at your very core you are insecure and you don't want to face that truth. Okay, you are very insecure. There's a difference between having a desire and being insecure, because you think that without this desire I am nobody. Okay, that's all right. Okay, nobody's judging you for your desire here. I'm just answering the question, is healing important to manifest your SP? So I answered the first part. You can manifest your SP, but you have to ask yourself, who do I want to be in the relationship? You can be, a marriage. All marriages are not the same. Even people who are happily married, they're not all the same. Okay. Let's take, for example, there's a situation wherein you are happily married to your SP, but you are insecure. So the moment the SP goes for a work-related trip or whatever, you become very suspicious. You stalk their social media. You are like, when they get back, you are like looking at their phone secretly. You are still insecure. They hold a lot of dominion over your emotions. Okay, so you are in a marriage with them, you're happily married to them on the surface, but you are at your very core very insecure, and you're always overthinking, and you're afraid of being abandoned. Versus you are in a marriage wherein, for the most part, you both are very happy. There's phenomenal friendship between the both of you. There's very good, honest, open communication. There is attraction. There is chemistry. There is, you love spending time with this person. You genuinely are very secure in the relationship, and you don't just believe, you know that you are the love of their life. Okay. So who do you want to be in the relationship? That is also a very important question that you need to answer, that what kind of self-concept do I want to externalize in my marriage? Do I want to be the insecure, fearful partner versus, I want to be the very secure, the very confident partner who receives love so easily? and the relationship blooms like a flower. Of course, there are some hiccups here and there, some arguments, but that's part of a healthy relationship. Okay, disagreements and stuff. Okay, but you are able to, like, being happily married is not something that you do in this case. It's just becomes second nature to you. Okay, so who do you want to be in this relationship? That is a very important question you need to answer. Do you want to be a person who's healed, who's very secure, who's very confident, who feel that they're very attractive, very sexy, who feels and knows that they're the love of their husband's or wife's or their spouse's life? Do you want to be that person? Okay, then healing is required. If you still want to be, insecure and, always affirming, like trying to micromanage everything on the outside, which has a much lower success rate, by the way, because if you're predominantly insecure, it will externalize. Okay. The reason I think some people ask this question is because they feel that healing is really intimidating. But they don't understand that manifestation means healing. Like, manifestation at its very core means healing. It means healing. I'll tell you how. Okay. Many people, they look at manifestation as a way to get something. Okay. So they are always in a state of trying to get it. Okay. If you look at manifestation as a way of getting something, then you are like, I will really truly be able to live in the end after I get it. Versus if you look at manifestation as being someone, getting something versus being the person who got the manifestation. So use manifestation as a means not just to get something. Use it as a means to be the person who gets it. To be the person who got it. If you focus on this, you're bringing the focus to yourself. You are managing this. So you don't have to micromanage anything on the external. Only this. So when you learn to say no to the negativity, you learn a systematic process. I teach this, by the way, via which you learn to defeat negative thoughts, emotions, feelings, anxiety, fear, insecurity, doubts, overthinking. You learn to defeat it. You learn to flip, the scale of power. You are not overpowered by your anxiety. When you get an anxious thought or you suddenly become anxious, you don't surrender to it. You know how to flip the dynamic and make yourself more powerful. Instead of running away from the demons in your head, you face them around and you become a bigger monster and defeat them. That's why this channel is called Manifesting Monster, by the way. Okay, so you defeat the demons. So now you are free. You are now healed. So you have to learn, like, I don't care if you're manifesting, even if you're manifesting something really materialistic, like a new phone or something, you have to learn to say no to your negative thoughts, emotions, and feelings if you want to derive the maximum benefit of manifestation. Okay, without that, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be always living in misery, trying to scramble out from that state of misery. Oh my God, I don't have it. I feel so sad. Look, everybody has it. Everybody has this new phone. Everybody has that cool job. I don't have it. So I'm going to manifest robotically. Versus you fix this, you start to teach yourself to think and feel like the person who already got it, and that can be done via any technique. It can be done via affirmations, via visualization, imagination, scripting, vision board, many techniques. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you here is very important, guys. Okay, you use manifestation as a way to be the person who gets it. It is much more fulfilling. You are not telling yourself that I'm going to live in the end after I get the manifestation. You are basically taking responsibility for your state. You are absolving yourself of the responsibility of manifesting it or making it happen. You are only taking responsibility for your state, and Once you take responsibility of your state, then the manifestation happens as a consequence of that. The internal state externalizes itself without you having to worry about it. So instead of, like, say you want to manifest a phone, like, I have this new phone, I have this new phone, I have this new phone, it feels so nice, I have this new phone, I have this new phone, I have this new phone, right? So do you see your focus is going outside, that I will get it, I want to get it, I want to get it. Bring it in. Or that I feel like the person who has the phone, who got the phone, so I feel ecstatic. I feel, wow, man, this is so cool, right? I feel, a little proud, maybe, like flaunting my new latest phone with all the latest features and technology, showing it to my friends, taking photos, and everybody's like, even though, this may seem trivial to a lot of you, but you are bringing the focus to you. You are enjoying internally the notion, the idea, the experience of having your manifestation. Same goes for the SP. If you are really loved by this SP and you've manifested them to be the version that you want them to be, who are you? What version of yourself are you? Who are you in this relationship? Are you the anxious affirmer who's like trying to micromanage every aspect of the relationship? Or are you the really secure, carefree, self-assured, sexy, attractive person? Who are you in this relationship? You have to ask yourself that question. When you learn to defeat negativity, you learn to say no to your negative thoughts, emotions, and feelings. You learn to be emotionally self-reliant and independent. Not only do you have a much exponentially higher probability of getting the SP, of getting the manifestation, but also sustaining it long term, maintaining the relationship, because you're not getting triggered at every, little thing that they do. Okay, so you're not fighting, you're not arguing, it's not getting toxic. Okay, so healing, according to me, yes. Manifestation is healing. Okay, if you've been living in poverty, it is healing from that state of poverty and moving into a state of abundance. Okay, it's not difficult though. Okay, it's not hard. It's not as if you have to spend like 6 months healing before you get the manifestation. It's not that. Going to Barbados, Abdullah said you are right now in Barbados. There was no healing involved there, right? But going to Barbados is a one-time thing. Okay, it's not a relationship wherein you are dealing with it every day for the rest of your life, ideally. Okay, so that is much more deeply rooted in your self-concept. While going to Barbados also, Neville brought the focus to himself. Imagine that right now I am in Barbados. So he enjoyed the inner experience of being in Barbados. He was in his head manifesting the version of Neville who is in Barbados. And New York is far away. He was not trying to knock down the buildings and like the buildings, hey, why am I in this basement? No, this has to look like Barbados. He was not trifling with the external world. You understand? It's always internal. The change is always internal. When you persist in a state of having it, many wounds will heal automatically, but it's about the attitude, okay, of am I self-reliant emotionally? Or am I like deeply addicted to this idea of love or being, in a relationship with this person? Am I giving the remote control to my inner reality to somebody else, which does happen, even with family and friends, but it shouldn't be outright and downright compulsive. Okay. You can't really control your destiny if you have no control over yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings. So manifestation in a way is learning to control your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings. And that involves healing from the wounds, okay, and not getting triggered by them. Okay, so I hope I was able to answer the question. How to execute all this is a much bigger and wider topic, which I will keep addressing in upcoming videos, so please subscribe if you haven't and hit the notification bell. If you want to work with me one-on-one, all my contact info is in the description. I hope you were able to derive value from this interaction today. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, unleash the power within you. And remember that if I said it, I already did it. Thank you.